Hi everybody, Ian Bremmer here around your world in 180 seconds. I have your questions, as always, lined up on my phone and we're ready to go. Number one, what is the role of the United Nations in the Israel-Gaza war? It's actually quite a few roles. One, the General Assembly and the Security Council, principal places where you get to see how the various countries around the world respond to the war, what their political positioning is. So the comparative isolation of the United States on the Security Council, for example, what countries don't stand with Israel, the Palestinians, of the 194 member states around the world. Secondly, the UN has the principal organization that delivers humanitarian aid on the ground in Gaza, staffed overwhelmingly by Palestinians, thousands of them. That's been controversial because a number, something like 7 or 8, have been found to have been involved. The support for the attacks on October 7th, the terrorist attacks. And then finally, you have UN peacekeepers, thousands of them, on the ground in southern Lebanon, with many countries around the world participating. That's the Security Council that's responsible for that, but has not been particularly effective at ensuring that the Security Council resolutions creating a buffer zone, pushing Hezbollah back, not allowing them to strike Israel, has actually been implemented. So lots of places that they have a role. You learn a lot about the world as a consequence, but it's not like they have a lot of power or a lot of money. Okay, why did Canada expel Indian diplomats? Well, it's a fight that's been going on for over a year now, with a assassination of this Sikh terrorist that India was found to be behind on sovereign Canadian territory. There had been a conversation between Modi and Trudeau on the sidelines of a recent G20 summit. It looked like, facilitated by the United States, that relationship was improving. It has fallen apart again. One of the things, there's more information that's come out in Canada about what India's role has been in interfering with Canadian politics and citizens, but also the fact that Trudeau is in really tough shape domestically. He's thinking that a fight with India right now may help him in terms of popularity. I don't think it's going to work, but that certainly is not irrelevant. Finally, how important is Elon Musk in the U.S. election? I don't think he's very important to the outcome. Obviously, Twitter X is significantly oriented towards the right in terms of both Elon and what's being algorithmically promoted, but it's a lot smaller for U.S. citizens than TikTok, which is younger and is more focused to the extent there's a political slant on the left. So if you ask me which is going to matter more, I suspect TikTok will bring out more voters than Twitter X will. I think Elon is important in the election because he has personally done so much to promote disinformation, and it's making it harder for the average American to know what they can trust, what's a trusted source of media, what's a trusted source of information, what they should believe around, vaccines, around FEMA response to a hurricane, around whether or not the election is free and fair. And I'm worried deeply that there's much greater likelihood of violence in the United States on the back of his personal decision of how to run Twitter X than there would have been otherwise. We'll be focused on this very closely. I'll talk to you all real soon.